AI first is the most backwards way of looking at the future, and every company that keeps preaching it has completely lost sight of what actually matters and what their purpose is. And it's like this old saying that said, when all you have is a hammer, everything looks like a nail. And the same thing is happening with AI at the moment. People are so in love with it, and companies are so obsessed with it that they just wanna apply it everywhere. They see problems where no problems exist. They're trying to force it in every possible situation, even when it doesn't make sense. And that's the problem with AI first thinking. When you start with the technology, you're more likely to apply it in ways that don't make sense and where it has no use. Now, it doesn't mean that AI won't exist in the future. It's 100% gonna exist. But we won't see value from it, and people won't be excited about it until you solve problems they care about. And this is where you shift from like AI first thinking to problem first thinking. Because when you start from the problem and you understand the problem, then you figure out the technology that's best for that problem. If technology is even a good solution for it. Sometimes no technology is a great solution. And the perfect example I can think of this is a startup from 10 years ago. And I see the same thing happening again. So in 2013, there was this startup called Juicero. You might know it, it's a famous story. But basically this company made a $400 juicer that was Wi-Fi connected and that you had to operate through a mobile app. And you also had to buy these juice packs that cost like $5 each. And it was like some subscription. Anyway, as you can tell, very convoluted. They raised $120 million from investors, including Google Ventures. And 4 years after the company was founded, and after they raised all that money, they built a product, they sold it, Bloomberg put out a report that you can just buy their juice bags and squeeze them by hand. And it looks exactly the same, it tastes exactly the same than if you bought the machine, the $400 machine. So that company made an overly engineered, overly complex device that had to be connected to the internet, had to be connected to your phone, with like an extra subscription model. Because that was a trend then, making an app, making an IoT device. And funny enough, you could just buy the bags that they sold and squeeze them by hand. So they created this useless device just because they were so obsessed with the trendy technology